I really do commend the Grenada Sickle Cell Foundation. They go above and beyond as members. This is what you call a family, a united force.
The Optimist Show is about news, information, entertainment, and activism. Welcome to the Optimist Show podcast, and we want to welcome all of you wherever you are this time, and thank you very much for joining us as we continue to keep hope alive. The Optimist Show brings you the information as it is, and so we are glad to be with you today so that we can share together. Please like and share, subscribe to our channel, The Optimist Show, keeping hope alive.
Oh, Jah, Father, how many times you have called on mankind to fall in line? How many times you have shown us the signs, but we paid no mind. Locked up in vanity, there got to be another way. I told my people one day, me tell them if together we can do this thing. Honestly, protect the rights of everybody. The world would be a better place where we can live together. Oh, Jah Jah, protect us with your love. Me tell your father, demand them. Spoil the world with the inequality, hatred and greed for the poor and the needy. Them spoil the world to rob and plunder other people's property, say insecurity. Them spoil the world from the womb to the tomb. We in the open to be blown away by a bomb because of association with the heathen. Oh, Jah,
protect us with your love.
Oh, Father, please
protect us with your love.
How many times Babylon I try to trample the right? Me tell your father in broad daylight, them put up a fight with a holy hype and oppression. There must be another way. I told my folks one day, me tell them if together we can do this thing. Honestly, protect the rights of everybody. The world would be a better place where we can live together. Oh, Jah Jah,
Protect us with your love.
I say demand them. Spoil the world with the inequality, hatred and greed for the poor and the needy. Them spoil the world to rob and plunder other people's property, say insecurity. Spoil the world from the womb to the tomb. We in the open to be blown away by a bomb because of association with the heathen. Oh, Jah,
Protect us with your love.
oh, Father, please
Protect us with your love.
what can be done to convince the man to put down the guns and the bombs? Cause all where you turn is bomb after bomb, and more poor people dying. There gotta be another way. I told my people one day, me tell them if together we can do this thing. Honestly, protect the rights of everybody. The world will be a better place where we can live together. Oh, Jah Jah, protect us with your love. Me tell your father, demand them. Spoil the world when they took the position to support Israel against them Palestinians.
Spoil the world.
We know for a fact, with no good intention, they mash up Iraq. Them spoil the world from the womb to the tomb. We in the open to be blown away by a bomb because of association with the heathen. Oh, Jah,
Protect us with your love.
I beg you, Father, please
Protect us with your love.
call His name. Don't be ashamed. Oh, Father, please, Jah, call His name. Call it out. many times you have shown us the signs, but we paid no mind. Locked up in vanity, there got to be another way. I told my people one day, me tell them if together we can do this thing. Honestly, protect the rights of everybody. The world would be a better place where we can live together. Oh, Jaja, protect us with your love. I tell your father, demand them. Spoil the world with their inequality, hatred and greed for the poor and the needy. Them spoil the world to rob and plunder other people's property, say insecurity. Them spoil the world from the womb to the tomb. We in the open to be blown away by a bomb because of association with the heathen. Oh, Jah,
Protect us with your love.
oh Father, please.
Protect us with your love.
How many times Babylon I try to trample me right? I tell your father in broad daylight, them put up a fight with a whole heap of hype and oppression. There must be another way. I told my folks one day, me tell them if together we can do this thing. Honestly, protect the rights of everybody. The world would be a better place where we can live together. Oh, Jaja,
Protect us with your love.
I say demand them. Spoil the world with their inequality, hatred and greed for the poor and the needy. Them spoil the world to rob and plunder other people's property, say insecurity. Spoil the world from the womb to the tomb. We in the open to be blown away by a bomb because of association with the heathen. Oh, Jah,
Protect us with your love.
oh Father, please.
Protect us with your love.
What can be done to convince the man to put down the guns and the bombs? Cause all where you turn is bomb after bomb, and more poor people dying. There gotta be another way. I told my people one day, me tell them if together we can do this thing. Honestly, protect the rights of everybody. The world will be a better place where we can live together. Oh, Jaja, protect us with your love. Me tell your father, demand them. Spoil the world when they took the position to support Israel against them Palestinians. Spoil the world, we know for a fact, with no good intention, they mash up Iraq. Them spoil the world from the womb to the tomb. We in the open to be blown away by a bomb because of association with the heathen. Oh,
Get ready, Grenada. Swim Week is back from April 22nd to 26th, 2025. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to build confidence in water, we've got fun and engaging swim sessions just for you. Sessions run from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. daily, with 1-hour classes for children aged 5 and up. And yes, adults are welcome too. We're making waves across the island with classes in St. Patrick, St. Andrew, St. David, St. George's, St. John, Petit Martinique and Carriacou. Don't miss out. Register now at www.getgrenadaswimming.com. Still have questions? Call 404-5237 for more details. Swim Week 2025 is proudly sponsored by Silver Sands, Budget Marine, Ting, Spice Island Marine, SIFH Group and Ocado. So what are you waiting for? Register today via www.getgrenadaswimming.com.
It's estimated 1 in every 10 people in Grenada have the sickle cell trait. Having the trait does not mean you are sick or unhealthy. Very healthy people have the trait. Unfortunately, many of these people are unaware that they carry the trait. You see, when 2 people with the trait have a child, there is a 1 in 4 chance that the child will be born with the sickle cell disease. That is why it is important to know if you have the trait. Sickle cell is associated with life-threatening conditions and it can be very painful. You see, the body's red cells can pass freely through the arteries and veins, but the sickle cells can get stuck, and this is what causes pain. This disease, you cannot catch it from someone. It is inherited. You are born with the trait or the full-blown disease. It comes from your parents. So let's talk sickle cell and what it is about and what can be learned about it and how to live with it. Let's all make better decisions about our family's health by learning the facts and getting tested. A message from the Sickle Cell Association of Grenada. Please call 458-6399 or email us at grenadasc@gmail.com.
Well, it is certainly a pleasure and indeed a privilege to be back with you again on this Optimist Show podcast. And in this edition, we're going to be focusing on sickle cells. It's not a new or strange issue here on the show. We have in recent years, in recent times, been promoting and encouraging all citizens to get tested. And so in those days when we spoke about the Getting Tested campaign, one of the persons who really helped us along the way to understand was a young lady by the name of Rashidah Romain. And as fate would have it, we are again continuing a discussion on the whole issue of sickle cells. This time, I think we do have some very important news in that regard. But first of all, let me welcome again Rashidah Romain to this podcast, where we are going to be sharing information on sickle cells and how we can help as a community. Rashidah, good day to you.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Coy. It's a pleasure. Good evening to all our viewers and listeners, and I'm happy to be back. Thank you for having me on the program this evening.
Thank you. Thank you. And well, first of all, let me also say to the viewers and those of you who are listening on whatever device you are listening, that Rashidah is a very active member of the Sickle Cell Association of Grenada, supports, and even on days when the organization is out on the campaign, she is there with them. Rashidah, before we go into all the issues that we spoke about, tell us, how do you feel about being part of this and what motivates you?
So, Mr. Coy, one of the saying as individual we grow up, nothing hits you until it hits home. So I'm very passionate about the Sickle Cell Foundation, not only in Grenada. I tend to be involved or at least lend some form of assistance where it concerns the Sickle Cell Foundation because I have a son who suffered from sickle cell. He's 17 years old today. And when he was first diagnosed with the disease at birth, I was told that he was not going to live past 1. And July 28th of this year, he'll be celebrating 18. So imagine having heard that news, having an infant, and today you're able to celebrate 18 years. Indeed, and in fact, that sort of foundation or anything aligned with sickle cell is very much close to my heart simply because of my son. And not only him, I have met other persons throughout the foundation, not only here in Grenada, but my son was born in the US, so he has had the opportunity to attend sickle cell camp at different locations, in Seattle, the Odessa Brown, and stuff like that. And it is very moving to hear some stories from some parents, knowing that I haven't had some challenges as they experience. So it's very heart touching. It is.
Yes, I can see the passion, I can feel the passion, and I'm sure that is one of the things that motivates you to give of yourself so that others can really be understanding and have a sense and an idea as to its impact. Yes?
Very much
Now,
so.
we have, as a member of the association, what are some of the things that you do that is done basically by the organization in its effort to sensitize the public on this very important matter?
So I really do commend the Grenada Sickle Cell Foundation. They go above and beyond as members, this is what you call a family, a united force in that we pick up the slacks from anyone. So, for instance, tomorrow, there's a health fair at Grandance, and it's a case if one person is not able to make it, you have persons who are so eager and willing to jump on board, which I very much admire. My last attendance, I think it was at a health fair in Grenville, and it's really unbelievable how it is you can give your time and not feel like it's your time has been wasted. Sometimes you tell yourself, "Oh, I could have been doing something better," but you don't feel that way when you're a part of the foundation, simply because it's very important for me, and I also believe it's part of the mandate and the objective and goal of the foundation is just to sensitize the public. Being aware is key. We've had that discussion before. Once you are aware of what you're dealing with, what the disease is, what is required of you, it's your first step to understanding and knowing what you're dealing with. And I believe that is what would have had doctors and scientists today coming up with so many different options. Right now, I believe there is this new article that is being circulated on Facebook of a gentleman or a teenager, sorry, who they've indicated they have gotten a cured by using his bone marrow. So it's all these dedication, not only from here in Grenada, but we do have a passion as members of the foundation where we go all out to ensure persons are being tested, because first off, as we said at our very initial encounter, Mr. Coy, on our discussion, is knowing your status, knowing whether you are an AC or an SC or an SS is first up. And that's one of the key thing about the foundation here. They go all out to ensure tests are being done for persons throughout our Tri-Island state are aware of their status.
Well, I could understand the importance of being aware, and that's one of the, as you have said, one of the first steps to response in terms of how you will respond to it and how you will treat it. So, tell us basically what you would like to see, the kind of response you would like from the public, the general public, and why they should do it, how it can impact them if they don't do it, that kind of approach.
Well, first off, the thing is, you never know when someone is going to go into a crisis. So being aware, is key to be able to assist someone, as well as understanding what we're basically dealing with. Because if you do research on sickle cell, you would know that persons or the race that is most commonly affected is African American. So many times, people walk around and not knowing that they do have sickle cell. Sometimes they go to work every day and they don't feel well. Doesn't necessarily mean that they have the sickle cell, but the trait sometimes can have just as an effect of someone suffering. It may not be as severe, but all these things allow us as individual to make better choices. And that was one of our key topics in our previous discussion. Knowing your status so you know what you have to do, what you're able to do. Sometimes you might be an individual who haven't had kids yet, and you're dying to have an offspring. And the thing about it is that, many times we hear things are delayed because God has a better plan for us. And you're constantly trying and nothing is happening. And lo and behold, one day you get tested, or by some reason you fell ill and you had to do blood work, and then they tell you, you have the trait. Now it allows you to ask question. What do you mean by I have the sickle cell trait? In turn, your doctor now would explain to you. This is key because now you have to know at that point in time your partner should be tested because you have to prepare yourself what lies ahead. In most cases, some persons, I've met a doctor right here in Grenada, and he is a trait. He has the trait. And he told me straight up, as much as he loved his partner, if his partner has the trait, he would never want to have kids with his partner. And somebody may find it being cruel, but if you have to deal with some of the challenges, not only for you as a parent, but you're left helpless most of the time, not being able to assist or do anything for your infant or your child who is in crisis. So these are some of the eye-awakening thing for us as a community so that we get tested and we know and we're able to make better choices. One, two, we are aware you may not be a sickle cell trait or you may not be associated or have a family member. But for some reason, you're in a particular situation whereby, you met someone. So, for example, at my employment, there was someone who came in today and she was saying it's an adult. She's working and she said today that she has sickle cell. And one of the things she was working shift and she really had to change the particular department she was in because she wanted a stable um, shift. Because
Yeah.
the hours she worked, it didn't allow her to get as much rest as she wanted. And having understand and knowing the knowledge of sickle cell, I could have related. Now, somebody else in the community may not know and figure like, oh, please, what are you talking about rest? But you have to have an understanding. You have to have an appreciation of what you're dealing with to understand what somebody is going through. And this is one of the goals of the Sickle Cell Foundation to be able to allow our general public in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique to be educated on the awareness, the updates as to what's happening to the whole organization where it concerns sickle cell, as it is something that does impact our community. Because, like I said, just randomly she came in and she mentioned it, and it could have been a case, a worst of scenario. She may have passed out after saying it to me, that I have sickle cell. There and then I would understand or know what has to be done because I'm aware. So sometimes, not necessarily all the time, something has to hit home for us to really be of impact or to make a difference. Just having the knowledge alone, you never know when it comes into play. You never know.
And that is what you call being prepared. Being prepared. We know not what tomorrow may have to happen, but if
Correct.
we are prepared for tomorrow, and in all ways, and this is one of the ways I think we can serve our community by giving them an opportunity to be aware, take preemptive strikes. Don't wait until, um, you know. So I think that is excellent. And so, Rashida, of course, I want to say to the viewers that we are going to be continuing the discussions. In fact, this first one that we had, and the other one we're going to be trying to examine what is a crisis and things of that nature, the realities that people with sickle cell live through every day, and how we can help in that process. So I want to thank you so very much for taking the time to speak. I know that you are very knowledgeable, and I look forward to hearing from you. But let me give you the last word.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Coy, for having me here. And yes, I do believe that's some of the things that we do need to dwell into. The understanding of what is a crisis, things like what causes it, and some of the preventions and how you deal with someone who is in a crisis, because there are very different stages throughout a crisis. And not every time someone goes into a crisis, if you are aware that you have to take them to the emergency room. So I do agree, and I support you on that in terms of allowing the public and our whole community to know. Because, there's a saying that says it's the community that help raise a kid. And these are all where it takes us and ties back into, it's about ensuring we have that healthy lifestyle, you can rely on someone it could be just simple as your neighbor.
Sure, sure. Well, once again, thank you, and we will continue to
My
create
pleasure,
this
Mr. Coy.
awareness. Thank you. Thank you very
All
much.
right, take care. Have a good night.
All
Bye.
right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Welcome to Karaku, where traditions, culture, and connections meet. Conscious tours can provide an experience of a lifetime. Getting to know the people and their lifestyles. Visit historical sites. And the taste of a sumptuous local cooking. Enjoy the ride. With Conscious Tours, Karaku. Providing quality memories. Special and complete weekend packages for up to 7 people are available. For reservations, call 1-473-407-4597. Conscious Tours, Karaku.
It's estimated 1 in every 10 people in Grenada have the sickle cell trait. Having the trait does not mean you are sick or unhealthy. Very healthy people have the trait. Unfortunately, many of these people are unaware that they carry the trait. You see, when 2 people with the trait have a child, there is a 1 in 4 chance that the child will be born with the sickle cell disease. That is why it is important to know if you have the trait. Sickle cell is associated with life-threatening conditions, and it can be very painful. You see, the body's red cells can pass freely through the arteries and veins, but the sickle cells can get stuck, and this is what causes pain. This disease, you cannot catch it from someone. It is inherited. You are born with the trait or the full-blown disease. It comes from your parents. So let's talk sickle cell and what it is about and what can be learned about it and how to live with it. Let's all make better decisions about our family's health by learning the facts and getting tested. A message from the Sickle Cell Association of Grenada. Please call 458-6399 or email us at grenadasc@gmail.com.
Thank you for joining the Optimist Show. Please let us know what you think by leaving a comment and giving us a thumbs up and subscribing, and of course spreading the word. You can always rely on the Optimist Show to deliver accurate information, and guess what? I'll see you on the next show.